All I have to say about this whole trucker convoy that has taken over the city for the past 5 days or so is like, wow, seriously. Anyway, I think it's been 6 days now, actually, and I gave up after 5 days. I was totally getting really overstimulated and always wanting to know more, and it's just, like, who takes over a city forever? Like, it's because they want to not have their vaccines and they just want to come over the border and not wear masks and that sort of thing. But obviously, like, they have been working. I don't understand. And if Canada gives them what they want, then they're going to have to go to the States because the States have the same rules as we do. So it's frustrating. So what I'm doing instead is I'm sort of focusing on things that make me feel good now because, I don't know. These same people that have been talking about it, like, for now 6 days are still talking about it, and I don't know how you get from going insane. Like, I have a friend who lives like a block away from there, and like on day 2 I told her yeah, people are like having problems with like the sounds of horns on the big rig trucks and that sort of thing, and how are you doing with that? And she said, oh, it's just background noise, and she doesn't have a mental illness that I know of. She's just whatever. But that was day 2, and she hasn't really outwardly complained. She's posted a couple of things, and anyway, I'm kind of proud of myself that I can just stop. However, I have to say that, like, I'm not just not going on Twitter where I'm finding out all this information. Like, it takes me like 5 seconds and I can still see that everybody's talking about it, so I just leave before I get emotionally, crazy about it. And then I have, like, we can make just different like columns and stuff. So I have a positive column of just people that post only positive things, and I start tweeting all the positive things that I can find, and yeah, not very many people will tweet that back, but anyway, it's just you have to take care of yourself, right? And the city and the country, they have people that are supposed to do their job and protect us, and they don't know what to do because they've never had this sort of issue before. But that's not my problem. My problem is to keep people and myself well, like, because our city needs us to be well, and I can see that this is going to traumatize people for so long, and I don't want to be traumatized over that. Like, today I was thinking of how my roommate has this thing where she thinks I'm really weird for turning off the lights all the time, and I'm about the only person I know that has to turn off the lights all the time, but I don't always do that because I know it's kind of weird. But my mom used to get mad if I didn't turn off all the lights, and she even used to get upset at my stepdad when he had like dementia 3 years in, and then he died of cancer, and it was always like, why won't he turn off the light, and like stuff like that, and just stuff like that. I'm always like thinking of, like, and the reason why I brought that up was because like, I have my own issues, and everything comes from somewhere, and like, you get a big group of truckers and like they're acting like children, and they want their way, and it's not going to make sense because apparently the Ford government, or the Ontario government, wants to drop the vaccine mandate anyway, but maybe not until March. But they're gonna like drop it soon enough, and they've been still working the whole time and crossing borders the whole time. And so I don't know. I mean, these truckers are gonna look ridiculous because why are they doing this when it's gonna be over soon? Anyway.